Hi there, it's Jen from modernmedicinelady.com and the Empathic Woman System, and happy May Day, happy Beltane, as well as happy day one of our month of May Compersion Challenge. So maybe you saw my video, but perhaps you didn't. So I'm just going to reiterate what the word compersion means. Now, simply put, compersion is the opposite of jealousy. It is the opposite of envy. It's the opposite of a sense of threat. It's the opposite of feeling the need to compete. And instead, it is the ability to be truly grateful, appreciative, and even delight in other people's happiness, in other people's success, in other people being loved. And originally, this word was created or was sort of, I don't know if it was coined, but it was originally started making the rounds in the polyamorous world. And if you're not familiar with polyamory, polyamory is about having, it literally is poly, many, love, and amory, loves. So it literally means having many loves. And this is a way of being where people have more than one romantic partner. And if you think about it, we live in a culture where most people have been taught that even if maybe you have, people that you love who have other people that they love that are friends, that the line gets drawn when it comes to physical intimacy, and that we're supposed to somehow feel really threatened when somebody is physically intimate with another person. And in the polyamorous world, what they started to do was cultivate this attitude of compersion and appreciation that somebody that they adore is getting their needs met, that somebody that they love is experiencing pleasure and joy and delight, and that instead of looking at it as something that was threatening, what if we looked at it as something that could be nourishing and enhancing? Now, I will say one thing that is a caveat about polyamory, and that is that honesty and openness and negotiation is at the absolute foundation of this way of living. And it's not about secrecy, it's not about hiding things, it's not about that old mentality of cheating on somebody. It's really about there's plenty for all of us. But the thing about compersion is that it can be something that can expand our heart in so many other ways. That it is not only about when we are seeing somebody have a romantic partner. I think it's also about when we see our colleagues succeed and when we have the opportunity to cultivate this deep sense of gratitude and appreciation and joy for every aspect of our life. So for the next 31 days, I'm going to invite you to join me in really dialing in and focusing on deepening your compersion and letting go of more and more scarcity, letting go of more and more of a sense of jealousy and lack and envy, and really going towards that nourishing, juicy delight that comes with truly cultivating compersion within your heart and your mind. And so the way that I want to start with you is that we're going to start by going into the easy stuff. We're going to start with the things that anybody could be delighted over when we see somebody being happy. Like, for example, watching children laugh and being happy that they're so joyful. Because that is the core of compersion. You know, when you see a child who is just so full of joy that that joy overflows into you and you can feel it too, that's what compersion is really about. And as we go forward, we're going to go a little bit further and further and further until we get to some places where maybe it's a little bit harder to feel compersionate. But hopefully, by continuing to do this work this month, all of us will be at a place where our compersion pump has been primed. Because my idea is that by focusing this month of May on developing compersion within ourselves, we will be ready to go forward into the summer nourished and fulfilled and really, really in that mindset of abundance and possibility that will allow us to manifest so much delight and joy and wonder for the coming season. So the way I'm going to work with this is that I'm just going to keep it fairly simple, although there will be optional things that you can join me on, and as well as some live streaming videos that will happen over the course of the month. And potentially I will also schedule at least one call that people can jump on and be part of on developing and deepening the compersion. But what we're going to do is I'm just going to start every day with a question for you. And that question is going to be something that I'm going to invite you to participate in so that you can start focusing your attention towards appreciation, towards gratitude, towards delight. And also where we can offer some examples to each other so that we can really start just priming that pump. So as we complete this first little video, I'm just going to ask you a question for you to be thinking about as we enter into this time of compersion. And my question is, first, what are the things that you easily find delight in when you see somebody else experiencing it? What are the things that bring you joy to see somebody else experiencing joy? Like, what is easy for you to be like, oh my God, that was just the best thing ever. They looked like they were having so much fun. That's just awesome. So that's the first question. And the second question is, what are the things that kind of get your goat? What are the things that when you see somebody succeeding, trigger that sibling rivalry, trigger that sense of envy or jealousy, or that little twinge of like threat or fear, like, oh my God, she's getting hers. That means that I might not get as many clients, or, oh, whatever it is. Like, what are the things that you're still noticing yourself getting a little pinged by when you see somebody else who's happy and succeeding and experiencing delight? And then finally, what are the places or the people where you feel honestly resentful that they have something that you don't have? Where are the places where you really are feeling more of an F you do not deserve that, and and just really that just brings up like pure anger and resentment? So those are the three questions that I'm asking you to really think about as we enter into the Compersion Challenge. And if you feel so inclined, I would love for you to leave some comments below. Tell me what you think. Share it with the group. Let's go forward into this compersion experiment. As well as, please, 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 invite your friends to join us. The more the merrier. Let's make this an awesome month of deepening and developing our deep, profound sense of compersion. So until tomorrow, I am wishing you so much love and also a deep sense of appreciation and delight for all of the joy that is already in this world right now. So I'll see you tomorrow, and I'm just sending you love, 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 love. Mwah.